Good morning, team. Happy quadruple witching day. We're going to get into that in a few seconds, but today is March 18th, 2022, looking at SPY on the 20-day, right? So quadruple witching is just a day that which a lot of basically markets, people close their positions in the market on this day. It's supposed to be a high volatility day, so I definitely want to be cautious. The market can move one way and quickly move in another way. So definitely want to be cautious today. But we're looking at SPY on the 20-day, 1 hour. One thing we could see is that yesterday we had a nice little rally. I see that some of you guys caught it in the chat room from 434 all the way up towards 440. 440 was a major resistance zone where you can see that we hit 440 not only once, we hit it in the past over here back in March, and we also hit it back close to January as well. So definitely want to be cautious today. 20-day has actually crossed down. Yesterday it crossed up, causing that upward trend, and now has actually crossed down. Another factor we want to watch is when we were on this upward trend, we were trading above that trade line, and now we have actually broke it and started to stay below. So that is a bearish sign right there. Definitely want to be cautious as we move forward today. You can see we are down a little bit from 441 to 436 right now. So want to watch for that 436 break. You can see we're finding some type of support. We're looking like we're putting in some type of bearish wedge over here, making lower highs. So want to watch to see how we react off the open. At the open, everything could change, but right now we are looking bearish. MACD's crossed down. If this opens up and going to divergence, RSI has a lot more room to the downside. It's kind of in the middle where it was overbought, but now it's moving down towards the oversold side. So that is possible. If we break that 436 zone, we could basically start dropping down towards 434 and maybe even starting getting a little bit lower, maybe even down towards 432. All depends on how the day is rolling, right? So next thing we want to jump over, we're going to compare and contrast with the 180-day. 180-day, you can see that the trigger line, right, the MACD lines are starting to basically come a lot closer than they were before, meaning that it may be possible that the MACD on the 180-day may want to cross down as well. You can see it's been flirting with the overbought line over here, going sideways on the RSI. Two positive bullish things that we see on this 180-day chart is that 436 line is also the 180-day trade line. You can see as long as we've been above this 180-day trade line, we have been bullish. So once that is violated, you could possibly see some downside, right? Especially if the MACD crosses down, we could see some downside from 436, and then it has to test the SMA at 434, and then we could possibly start dropping down towards 432. If all else fails and we basically start to get bullish, you want to see us break out this wedge over here and start to get above 438, and then we could start basically pushing back up towards 441, which is not to be shocked or anything like that. A lot of times we basically make a new high, come back, retest that trade line, and go back up. You can see it happens tons of times. So just want to be cautious. Moving forward to the next stock, I'm going to be talking about Tesla. So Tesla, a lot of news in the headlines with Tesla. Want to be cautious with this one as well over here. Tesla is basically supposed to be opening a gigafactory, but Tesla is basically in a chop zone. If you look at Tesla over here on the charts, you can see Tesla is just going sideways over here. Not looking too nice as a trader, right? So you got to just basically day trade the in-between movements, which we love to do anyways. So looking at Tesla over here on the 180-day, you can see it's flirting with that SMA over here, holding right above it. We need to break at least that 878 over here in order to start pushing up towards 890. Remember, Tesla does move with the overall market, but if Tesla starts to come down, the market starts to come down, I believe Tesla will come down with it. Not only that, but this zone right here, this 877 zone, has been some type of resistance before. So this could be a possible major resistance level, which could cause a double top and lead to a downtrend. So watch for that 862 down towards 850 for the downside on Tesla. Next one I'm going to talk about is QQQ. QQQ is basically having the same type of issue as SPY as well. You can see we need to break this 344 zone and hit it once, and it's starting to pull back, test that trade line on the 180. So we need to break that 344, and then we can start pushing up towards 348, which was some type of resistance before. This 344 was some type of support before. So old support became new resistance. On the downside, it needs to break that 340 in order to go down towards 335 on QQQ. Last but not least, we haven't been talking about any FANG stocks lately. Reason being, a lot of them are not really looking too well. As you can see, Facebook, this looks actually a lot better on the 20-day. So if you drop down, because Facebook is basically moving in a range, you could basically trade Facebook. Facebook is getting a very overbought. It has been moving with the overall market since the 14th or 15th. So you guys always want to look for those basically oversold days, day that the market's dropping. Check your larger chart RSIs for those bigger moves. This way you could capture a lot more of the move as well. But going into Facebook, looking at 208, we need to break that level in order for us to start to get in towards 210 and higher, and watch for the break below 206. Then we can start going to 204, maybe even down towards the 200 range. You can see there was a nice little resistance level over here, nice little support. So maybe we'll fall down into that pocket over there. So overall, today is quadruple witching, a very volatile day. Today's probably not really a full size day where you want to basically go into heavy, but make sure you guys stay cautious. I'll see you guys in the chat room, and hopefully you guys all have a green day later.